So what's your name, please?
My name's Jan.25.
And we're here at the March for Life, so-called, here in Civic Center, San Francisco. And where are you from?
I'm from Los Angeles.
And how old are you?
17.
You're 17 years old. And what brings you here, all the way from Los Angeles?
I want all life to be respected. And
I see. So how do you feel about U.S. government military policy, then, killing women and children all over the planet?
I honestly, the wars and everything, I don't personally agree with what's going on right now. I think we should try to remain as peaceful, but we also need some form of protection for our children.
And how do you feel about this president? Do you feel he respects women?
I feel like he does a lot more for the pro-life movement than any president has done.
I asked you, do you feel he respects women?
I feel like, and there have been some instances for sure where he has not, and I disagree with that completely. But nowadays, he is doing much better for women than any president has done in the past.
I see. And also, what are your views on contraception? Do you believe contraception? Don't you think if you're against abortion, don't you think the government should be offering free contraception with clinics everywhere?
I personally do not agree with contraception because
But I'm not asking what your personal views are. I'm saying if you don't want, logically, if you don't believe fetuses should be aborted, then it would seem to me you should be supporting contraception and making contraception available.
But the thing with contraception...
No, I'm asking, do you or do you not believe the contraception should be readily available if you're against...
I do not believe it.
Why is that?
Because of my Catholic beliefs, and I believe that in science, the birth control also blocks the uterine wall, so it blocks the baby from implanting. So it's basically a chemical abortion. And since I am against all abortions completely.
But I'm saying, so you think contraception is the same thing as abortion?
It's chemical abortion.
Contraception is chemical abortion, so like, how is using a diaphragm chemical abortion? There's no chemicals involved.
There are, because when you are planting it into the ovaries, like I said, it blocks the uterine walls. It makes it thicker, so that way the baby is not able to implant.
So do you believe that there is a God who determines how many babies you're going to have?
I do believe that.
So in other words, if you have a child and you're raped, if someone rapes you and you have to have that child because the government won't let you have an abortion, then what's your opinion about that? Do you think that's the God plan for you to be raped?
I don't think abortion is going to unrape.
You didn't answer the question.
I am.
But I'm saying, so if someone's raped, they have a right to an abortion.
They do not, because abortion is killing somebody completely separate, and it is not something that is going to heal their process, but it's going to hurt them even more. And this is just my beliefs completely. I learned everything on my own. I did not. My mother, yes, she was a part of my Catholic faith growing up, but this is all me. These are my beliefs, and this is what I think.
So, how would you stop a woman from having an abortion who wants an abortion?
Who wants an abortion?
I mean, would you imprison them?
No, of course not. Obviously, these women are in crisis, and we need government support to help them. We need to stop telling women that they are going to be empowered by their abortion when actually it's going to lead them to more hurt. We need to support these women and tell them they can make it with their pregnancy, that they can make it. There are so many options available, and there are so many pregnancy counseling centers that are...
But actually, you know, if you don't have a means to support, you're going to be on the street because there's no government support whatsoever for women, including prenatal care. And actually, you know,
it's what I disagree with. I believe the government should be providing prenatal care.
I see.
Supporting women more.
I see. But they don't have the right to make, because you're a Catholic, you believe sanctimoniously, in my view, that your beliefs trump their rights, so to speak, their rights to have an abortion or to use contraception because you believe that's wrong and you're told that's wrong.
In a part of my Catholic faith, but not only do my Catholic faith, because I believe strictly in science as well. And like I said, science, it blocks the uterine wall, and it is a chemical abortion. And I do not agree with abortion at all. Even from a completely secular standpoint, my faith not into this discussion. Scientifically proven, it is a chemical abortion. And birth control also leads to different...
So how about masturbation? Are you against masturbation? People should masturbate?
Masturbation is completely separate because it's just a sperm. It's not a fertilized egg at that point.
But isn't that like a crime against God because this poor little egg is being deprived of a sperm? It could be accepting.
Masturbation is not a part of...
I see. Okay. Okay. How about anal sex? Because the Catholic priests are very fond of anal sex.
The priests we are all flawed as humans, and I disagree with that completely. Obviously, that is a terrible mistake that that they are making. And I'm not saying, oh please, I did not mean to say that, but I'm saying that the priests who do make that mistake, we do not agree with that in our Catholic faith.
But it's been the policy of the Catholic Church to cover up this abuse of children systematically.
No, we disagree with that as well.
Okay, good.
I completely disagree with that.
What are you doing about it?
What I'm doing about it is I'm letting it be known.
And how do you feel about like U.S. government policy abroad, for example, murdering women and children with predator drones and supplying Saudi Arabia money? Are you against that also?
I believe that our Constitution is what it is, and I believe that our country does need to be protected.
But I'm talking about, they're specifically killing women and children, and how is protecting Saudi Arabia, which is a totalitarian dictatorship in which women have no rights whatsoever, how is that in any way should be something that should be funded by the United States? They're being funded because of the oil and because it's a corrupt government. It's not a democracy at all. And why I don't understand why it is you believe that women shouldn't be able to choose for themselves. It's one thing making your choice, but you want to forcibly stop women from having abortion, and apparently you're also against them using contraception. But it seems to me you need to exercise persuasion, not making a government rule. It's really unfair to them and unfair to everybody else who doesn't believe the way you believe, in my view. And also, is this lady your mother?
She is.
I say, well, she should ask first before taking my video. Not that I mind. I think it's kind of cute. I think it's kind of cute. Yes, that's true. But I asked you first, right? She didn't ask me.
I'm sorry, this is a public time.
That's okay.
We're getting off topic and we have to head over.
And yeah, like I said, I don't know much about the Saudi Arabia situation. So
You should educate yourself.
I will go home and I will educate myself.
There's a